Hi everyone, welcome to our live again today. Today we'll be continuing with long division. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to start off by, I'm going to start off by talking to you about the parts of a long division question. So in my first example, 2 into 28. Okay, now let's talk about the parts of a division sum very quickly. This number here, this 2, is called the divisor. Okay, the 28 is called the dividend, and the answer or the result that we get is called the quotient. Let me write it down. All right, so this is the part, these are the parts of a division question. All right, now we're going to get into the sum. In the sum, 2 into 28. A very easy question to start things off. 2 into 28. 2 into 2 is 1. Do you remember from yesterday the steps when we are dividing? First, we divide, then we multiply, then we subtract, and then we bring down. Okay, 2 into 2 is 1. Now we're going to multiply. 2 ones are 2. Now we are going to subtract. 2 take away 2 is 0. And our next step is to bring down. Okay, so we're going to bring down this 8. Now we're going to say 2 into 8. How much times could 2 go into 8? Now, as I said in our first session, we can count in 2s until we get to 8 using our fingers. This is for those of us who are not very versed with our tables, all right? So we can count in 2s until we get to 8. So we're going to say 2, 4, 6, 8. How many fingers do I have up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see how I did that? So 2 can go into 8 4 times. Okay, good. 2 can go into 8 4 times. 2 4s are, now we multiply, 2 4s are 8. So now we are going to subtract, and 8 take away 8 is 0. So you see how we did that? 2 into 28 is 14. Now it's very important for us to practice our tables. Knowing our tables is going to help us. And for those of us who don't know it so well, what I'm teaching you is how to use your fingers to divide, how to use your fingers to still get the answer. Okay, so I hope that this method of using your fingers is going to help you a lot. Okay, let's go on to our next question. Good, so we are going to look at, let's do another one. Now we're going to increase the intensity as we go slowly, okay? So we are going to work out 2 into 29. Now let's look at this question. Let's take our time with it. Now, yesterday, all that we did in our first session, there were no remainders, okay? And as I told you all, we are going to continue to do it, and the ones that we're going to be doing now would include remainders. All right, so we're still going to do it very slow so that you understand what I am saying and what I'm doing. Okay, so I have 2 into 29. Let's go. Again, the steps: divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. 2 into 2 is 1. Now I am going to multiply. 2 ones are 2. Now I am going to subtract. 2 take away 2 is 0. The next step is to bring down. What am I bringing down? I am bringing down the 9. Now we are going to repeat the process all over again. I am going to divide. I'm going to say 2 into 9. Okay. I am going to say 2 into 9. How much times could 2 go into 9? Again, we can use our fingers to solve. Let's go. 2, 4, 6, 8. Watch this. 10. What do we notice here? We are passing the number. We cannot pass 9. We are going to count in twos until we get to 9 or the number before. So let's do that again. 2, 4, 6, 8. This is as far as we can go. We cannot pass. We cannot go to 10. How many fingers do we have up? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means that 2 can go into 9 4 times. Now, what's the next step? Now we need to multiply. So we are going to multiply 2 times 4. 2 4s are 8. Okay. Now I am going to subtract. 9 take away 8 is 1. So for this question, our answer is 14 with a remainder of 1. Now we're going to do a next question. Let's do a next one. A next one just like this one, okay? We're going to look at 3 into 37. Let's look at this. 3 into 37. 3 into 3 is 1. I'm going to put the 1 on top here. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply. Okay. 3 1s are 3. What am I going to do next? I am going to subtract. Okay. 3 take away 3 is 0. What am I going to do next? Bring down. I'm going to bring down the 7. Now that I bring down the 7, the next step, we are going to start all over again. What are we going to do? We are going to divide. We're starting the process all over again. Okay? All over again, we are starting the process. So I am going to say 3 into 7. How much times could 3 go into 7? Again, my technique is to count in 3s until we get to 7 or the number before. So let's do that. 3, 6, 9. What happened? We passed it. We cannot pass it. And these are for those who don't know their tables very well. I'm showing you all this method, okay? Let's check again using our fingers. We're going to count in 3s until we get to 7 or the number before. 3, 6. How many fingers do we have up? 2. So we put 2 up here. Now we are going to multiply. 3 2s are 6. Now I am going to subtract. 7 take away 6 is 1. So how much times could 3 go into 12? 3 into 37. How much times could go into 37? 3 can go into 37 12 times with a remainder of 1. Yes, 3 can go into 37 12 times with a remainder of 1. Now we're going to do a next question. Very similar to these. We are taking our time. Let's take our time. I want you to understand what I'm doing. Let's do one like this. Very easy one. 2 into 9. How are we going to work a question like this? 2 into 9. We're going to count in 2s until we get to 9 or the number before, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, how many? I cannot go to 10. I cannot pass 9. All right. How much times could 2 go into 9? This question is asking me if I have 9 counters. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many groups of 2s will I get? That's what this question is asking me. Okay. So I will get 1, 2, 3, 4. Have we seen that? I will get 4 groups of 2s. All right. Again, 2 into 9, I can also use my fingers and count in 2s until I get to 9 or the number before. 2, 4, 6, 8. How many fingers do I have up? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 goes on top. Now I multiply. Remember the steps? Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. And that's what we do. Divide, repeat the process, multiply, subtract, bring down. 2 into 9 is 4. 2 4s are 2 times 4 is 8. Now I am going to subtract. 9 take away 8 is 1. Okay, so my answer, 2 into 9. How much times could 2 go into 9? 4 with a remainder of 1. Let's do another question. Now, maths is practice, okay? So if you're doing this with me, you can write it, okay, and work it out. Let's look at 2 into, oh, not green. Let's do 2 into, let me change this color, 2 into 13. How can we work this out? 2 into 1 is 0. So now we have to say 2 into 13. How much times could 2 go into 13? Again, for those of us who can't recall our tables, those of us who are not too sure that 2 times 6 is 12. Yes, we can use our fingers to get our answer, just like this. I'm going to count in 2s until I get to 13 or the number before. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, if I go next, I'll get 14. I don't want that. How many fingers do I have up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 goes on top. What happens when I put the number on top? I am going to multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. Now I subtract. 3 take away 2 is 1. 1 take away 1 is 0. So my answer is 6 with a remainder of 1. Okay, let's do another question. Let's look at 2 into, and I'm using 2 because I told you all I'm doing some really easy ones. We are warming up, okay? Soon we'll get to 2 digits, 3 digits, okay? Much tougher questions. So let's look at 2 into 15. Did I do 2 into 15 already? Let's go. 2 into 1 is 0. Now remember, if you're joining me for the very first time, be sure to like and share and subscribe, okay? 2 into 1 is 0. Now I am going to say 2 into 15. How much times could 2 go into 15? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. If I go on next one, I'll get 16. I cannot pass it, all right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fingers I should have up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. See? 7 fingers up. 7 comes on top. What happens when I put the 7 on top? I am going to multiply. 2 7s are 14. 5 take away 4 is 1. 1 take away 1 is 0. Okay, so 2 can go into 15 how many times? 7 with a remainder of 1. This R here stands for remainder, okay? That's why I'm writing it for those of you who don't know. Okay, so 7 remain the 1. So 2 can go into 15, 7 remain the 1. Okay, let's do our next question. Let's look at 3. What's the one with 3? 3 into 67. Anybody want to try that one for me? 3 into 67. 3 into 67. What do we do? How do we look at a question like this? We divide. So the steps are divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. These are the steps. Okay. Hi, so I am now in my chat. How are you all doing today? All right, so I'm now seeing those who are with me. I wasn't on the chat before. Thank you all for joining. All right, lovely. So let's continue. Let's continue. So 3 into 30, 3 into 67, sorry. How much times could 3 go into 6? Again, I can count in 3s until I get to 6. 3, 6. How many fingers do I have up? 2. 2 goes on top. What happens when I put the number on top? I multiply. 3 2s are 6. What do I do next? I subtract. 6 take away 6 is 0. What happens next? I bring down the 7. I repeat the process again. I divide. 3 into 7. How much times could 3 go into 7? Let's see. 3, 6. There's no fingers. 3, 6. How much fingers do I have up? 2. Okay, so 2 comes here. Then I multiply. 3 2s are 6. All right, 7 take away 6 is 1. So 3 can go into 67. 22 with a 22 times with a remainder of 1. Now, for those of you all who are just joining me, at the beginning of the live, I looked at the different parts of a division question, a division sum. Do we remember the parts of the division question? Do we remember? So, for those of you all who are on the chat, let's see if you remember the parts of a division question. What is this now? What is the 3 called? Miss Beck can see live chat on my. What is the 3 called? I can see my chat, so you'll respond. What is the 3 called? Do we know the parts of a division sum? The 3 is called what? It begins with a D. Come on. Hi, everybody. What is the 3 called? I'm not seeing any answers. You all are not answering me. Hi, Trishelle. What is the 3 called? The 3 is called, it begins with a D. I'm trying not to say it, y'all. It's called the divisor. So the 3, the number on the outside, is called the divisor. The 67, what is it called? And divisor with an S. Oh, almost. It's called a dividend. Parts of a division question. So the divisor is the 3. The dividend is the number on the inside. And what about the answer? What is the answer called in a division sum? I'm looking at my chat. What is the answer called? It begins with a Q. That's my hint to you. It begins with a Q. Okay, so nobody's answering me. So I'm going to tell you what it's called. It's called a quotient. All right, so we have the divisor, the dividend, and the quotient. So if for those of you who didn't know, now you know. Okay, one more question. One more. I'm trying to keep the lives short. All right, not too long. So when you're looking over the videos, it's not going to be too long for you. Okay. Let's do 3 into 52. We haven't done any questions like this. Let's see how we do. 3 into 52. Now we're doing it one digit at a time. Okay, so we're going to say 3 into 5. How much times could 3 go into 5? We can count in threes until we get to 5 or the number before. Okay, so let's use our fingers. 3. How much fingers we have up? 1. Now what happens if we continue counting? 3, 6. We would have passed 5. Okay, so you have to stop at 5 or the number before. All right, so 3 can go into 5 one time. The 1 comes on top. Yes. Now, what happens when we put the number on top? We are going to multiply. 3 ones are 3. The next step is to subtract. Anybody came up with a song? Anybody rapping the parts? I need you all rapping the parts to division for me. Come up with something. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. You all can be creative, okay? And y'all can message me. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. This is mine, okay? So y'all need to come up with something else. So mine is going to be, and I have to put a beat it, don't y'all think? So it's going to be divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Y'all like it? Y'all like it? So let's go. So 3 to 5 is 1. 3 ones are 3. We're going to subtract. 5 take away 3 is 2. We're going to bring down the next 2. So now what are we dividing? We are not just going to be saying 3 into 2 because the number we have here is 22. So we have to say 3 into 22. How many times could 3 go into 22? Okay. Hold on, Daniel, what is that? Whatever is that? 3 into 22. We're going to count in threes until we get to 22 or the number before. Now let's count in threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. How many fingers do we have up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 can go into 22 7 times. What do? We put the 7 on top. What happens when we put the 7 on top? Thank you, Trishelle. We put the 7 on top. So it's going to be 3 7s are 21. Now, question. I've been showing you all how to divide. Let me tell you all something. I've been showing you all how to divide, and we can divide by counting using our fingers until we get to the number. Now, what can I do to multiply? Miss, I can't remember my tables well. What can I do to multiply? Well, you can put up your fingers first. Let me demonstrate. If I want to know 3 7s, how can I can do 2 things. I can put up 3 fingers and count in 7s. So my 3 fingers up and I can say 7, 14, 21. See that? Or for those of you all who cannot count in 7s, I can put up 7 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can put up 7 fingers, right? And count in 3s, okay? As I just did. So 3 7s is what? Let's count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So 3 7s are 21, okay? So now we are going to subtract. 2 take away 1 is 1. 2 take away 2 is 0. So 3 can go into 52 17 times with a remainder of 1, okay? Now, the questions that we're going to be doing, it's going to continue to get tougher, okay? Our next division session is going to be next week. I'm going to be focusing on standard 3s and 4s on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And over the weekend, I'm going to be focusing on C and Common Entrance students, okay? So that's it for today's live, everyone. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your evening. For those of us who have exams, take a rest and get back to working. Let's don't waste any time. Yes, Aldon, we will do algebra. Algebra, we'll have to do algebra a day in the week. I'll tell you what day we'll be doing algebra, okay? That will be exciting, won't it? Yes. So you all, that's it. Bye for now.